people who know the stock market in a very basic sense, they generally discuss कि आज क्या भाव चल रहा है, टाटा मोटर्स का क्या भाव चल रहा है, क्या वो 2% ऊपर है या 5% नीचे है, और निफ्टी क्या चल रहा है, निफ्टी क्या 10,000 है या 15,000 है या 18,000 है. तो generally people look at the prices first. I don't think that is a right approach to have, because price doesn't tell you anything about the business. One should understand the business and then later check the price rather than checking the price first.
क्या आपको भी स्टॉक मार्केट पसंद है या फिर आप भी इसमें अपना करियर बनाना चाहते हैं? Stay tuned for today's session. Hello folks, welcome to this series named Interacting with YouTubers, where we discuss their incredible journey, their key learnings, and also about their expertise. Today, we have a very special guest amongst us whose name is Shashank Mahajan. He is the founder of very famous Value Educator Initiative, whose YouTube channel has nearly 75,000 subscribers. Personally, I have watched a lot of their stock market videos, which are really amazing. Thank you so much, Shashank, for accepting our invitation and coming up to this show.
Thank you, Madhur, for inviting me, and thank you for the kind introduction. Looking forward to this session.
So before we proceed, do like and share this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe the channel for more such videos. Let's deep dive into your journey, Shashank.
Sure, Madhur, definitely.
So can you tell how did you develop your interest into the stock market space?
So Madhur, so basically when I was kid, like my dad used to do some kind of investing by some recommendations of his friend. Most of the investors generally do that. So I used to hear the different words probably early 2000s or like bit before that. So the stocks like Punjab Tractors, which are like not there today, maybe got merged with Mahindra and Mahindra. So then when he used to go to office, he used to ask me for the ticker prices, because that time internet and everything was not there. So I used to watch the TV at home, and I used to call him and tell him the ticker prices, that this stock is trading at this price. And then he used to call his broker, and he used to complete the transaction. So this is how it started, just by looking at the ticker and knowing 2 or 3 companies at the age of probably 10 or 15 years. And then there was a gap of about say 10 years about. Then when I was in my graduation, I'm basically from engineering background. I have completed my engineering in electronics and telecommunication. And during that time, I again got introduced to market by various investors, like starting from Warren Buffett, which I knew about him, but not dig very much deeper, but got interested. And then in India, Ramdev Agarwal, I almost watched all his videos in YouTube, whatever available at that time, and then got introduced to the wealth creation studies, which really helped me to understand the basics of the stock market. And then this is how it started. And then the interest and understanding, everything started improving slowly. So it's a quite interesting thing, stock market, doing the research of various businesses, trying to understand their business model and the competition. So it's a more of a reading kind of a thing, which I generally do. So this is how it has been till now.
Yeah, that's really amazing journey. So when did you thought to start your own YouTube channel and why?
Yeah, so I started my YouTube channel in 2019. I think in June 2019. So when I used to go to YouTube specifically for the Indian markets, That time hardly there was any quality research. Most of the YouTubers were creating a content based on like daily stock movements and more of a technical side of it.
Hmm.
And hardly there was any content related to fundamentals like the quality content. Just by analyzing or reading the P&L statements or balance sheet doesn't used to make much sense to me until and unless I understand the story of the company and what is the vision of the management and like how they are going to execute it. So that kind of a content was not available on YouTube. So I thought like anyways I'm going to study the various businesses. Let me share whatever I'm learning with everyone who is interested and who is facing certain challenges which basically due to the time constraint and all. So like I thought with that kind of understanding, let's put the content with whatever basic research I was doing that point of time, and then this is how it started.
Yeah, that's really nice initiative. Your YouTube channel is helping a lot of people throughout the India. Even I am also like it helped me a lot in my journey to understand the story behind the company and like what they are doing and why they are doing.
Thank you, Madhu.
So what is your biggest learning from your YouTube journey till now?
uh, it's a good question. So see, I mean, I will tell you both the positive as well as a negative point. So let's start with the positive point. So firstly, YouTube is a great platform to have your presence on, because why I'm telling you, whenever I do any research on any company, first thing I will check if is there any management interview available on YouTube, just to get a basic idea about the company, what is their product, how is the management, what is their history. uh, I mean, like it's not a research today which probably other guys or senior investors has done like 10-15 years before, when there was no social media, there was no internet. Right now, if I wanted to just check about any company, I will just type the few words on YouTube and YouTube will throw me like a lot of information. So that is the amazing thing about the YouTube as a platform is a great platform to have. And it gives a great you can say the presence, and everyone from any part of a world can watch your content. So like, and the people are also, if you check, they are really supportive. So I mean, I read all the comments below my videos. So they actually then start giving you the suggestions that ऐसा मत करो, ये करो. So this is how you will able to grow, put this kind of details. So there are some guys who actually there to help you, and that really actually helped me in my journey also. And then got like a lot of friends, a lot of clients from YouTube. So it has been a great journey. So that is about the positive point. A negative point is basically you have to be very active on YouTube, because the algorithm of the YouTube is like that you have to keep posting the content which viewer wants. And the problem with me is that like I wanted to stick to the quality. So so that needs a lot of time, lot of energy to reach to the content which I wanted to deliver. So definitely, but it's a great platform. We have to make sure that we are making the best use of it. So that is what I mean, I think about the YouTube.
Yeah, that's very helpful learning that you shared. So what are some of the basic parameters that you look for in a company before investing into them?
Right. So we all get fascinated with the daily up and downs of the stock price. So generally, when you might be discussing with your friends or the people who know the stock market in a very basic sense, they generally discuss कि आज क्या भाव चल रहा है. टाटा मोटर्स का क्या भाव चल रहा है, क्या वो 2% ऊपर है या 5% नीचे है, और निफ्टी क्या चल रहा है, निफ्टी क्या 10,000 है या 15,000 है या 18,000 है. तो generally people look at the prices first, and I don't think that is a right approach to have, because price doesn't tell you anything about the business. One should understand the business and then later check the price rather than checking the price first. So my approach is a fundamental approach. If you are following the technicals, then definitely price will help you, and that is a completely the different school, where all the decisions will be taken based on the price and the various patterns. But I generally is practicing the fundamental side of like stock market, which is more into a long term investing and kind of a value investing. So where I try to understand the business, what is the nature of the business, what is their business model, who is running it, how ethical is the promoter, what has been his background, what has been his capital allocation over the period of time, and what is the competitive structure into industry, how many competitors are there, what is the market share of the business which I'm studying. So this is more of a kind of a like story part of it, or the qualitative part of it. So that is one part into a fundamental side. Second part we all know, which is the financial part, or understanding the financial statements of the company, which is balance sheet, cash flow statement, and profit and loss statement, and then marrying both of them each other with which is the financial part and which is the story part. So having understanding of a story as well as the financial really helps to understand the complete business, and then finally, depending on the valuations, we decide how much to buy and when to take an entry for the generally long term horizon. So this is my approach. There are various approach to uh, to see the stock market. It might be fundamental side, it might be technical side. There are daily traders. So everyone finds their sweet spot, whatever is comfortable to their nature and their comfort. So I think this is I'm more of a investor and a long-term investor, where I feel and I try to find out value kind of like businesses.
Yeah, that's a great descriptive answer related to this question. And I believe possibly 95 to 99% of people who started into stock market possibly don't know like ये company क्या करता है, and but still they just invest in it, get some loss of profit, and just they keep doing that. So like that's a really alarming thing if someone is taking this path seriously.
Right. So Madhur, what is the challenge is that this like you are probably learning into IIT about your graduation. So you have a defined syllabus where your teacher will daily teach you various subjects, and you take a 4 years of efforts, give your exams every semester, and then finally come out as an engineer and then probably look for a job. So but that is not the case with stock market. So here there is no degree, there is no syllabus. People basically invest or trade based on various tips, either from friends, family, or on various TV channels, and that is the wrong approach. uh, One should consider this as a learning opportunity. You have to understand like whatever you can about the stock market. You have to give yourself a time for the learning. This is not a get rich quick system. In bull market it happens, but
Yeah.
market also takes you whatever you have earned, probably takes more than what you earn. So you have to approach the market in a systematic and methodological way, It's not a gambling.
Hmm.
And generally for your younger audience, uh, so India has a great future. If you check the history of India, or if you check the stock market history from last about 20 to 30 years, so Sensex has moved like probably 500 times in last 30 years from 1990. And I'm very sure that this space will continue in next 30 years. So even if you just clone the Nifty by buying the Nifty Bs or any index fund, still there is a huge scope, because time horizon is with you all, which is probably next 20, 30, 40 years. So I think we have to use this opportunity well, and not to depend on any tips and any recommendations from the person who is not qualified and don't have any knowledge, and can so this is how I think we can avoid our initial losses. But size of opportunity in stock market is huge. If you are interested individually to learn about the companies and the business, and then take a call, I think like it's a great business to be in. And like there is no limit when you invest. Say you invest 100 rupees, the downside is only 100 rupees. Whatever you invest, you will lose that much, but there is no upside. If you check the companies, like for example, if I'm getting more technical, please let me know, so I'll cut down
Yeah,
on
no
my
problem.
uh, technicalities. So just to give you example, when Infosys came up with its IPO
Yeah.
in 92, it hardly had any market cap, like probably less than 5,000 crores. And right now, if you check the market cap, so that stock has probably given a 10,000 times returns in 30 years. HDFC Bank 300 and more times returns. So so instead of having a short term vision, if you give the stock and a good business enough time, it will give you the returns which you probably have not thought ever. But key parameter here is buying a good business. If you buy a bad business and give it a full
Yeah.
like 20, 30 years, it will probably going to go zero. So identifying the right business is basically kind of a job what I do and what I like, and then betting on it and staying put for a longer period of time as an and keep tracking the progress, because today's good business may not be good tomorrow. So we have to keep tracking what is happening, and then accordingly take the call and maintain the allocation. So this is my approach.